Hello folks, welcome back to this ABC Journeyman save, our FM23 playthrough that we're still going with, and welcome to the Premier League. We have finally got into the Premier League after starting off at level 10 and going all the way through to the Premier League. We've been in 9 different clubs to be able to do that, and we got promotion after a fair few seasons of trying to do that with Coventry. We managed to do it in the last one, winning the league. Let's dive in as we play our first match against also promoted Cardiff City. So potential to get some early points on the board, but it is going to be so tough. Right, folks, yes, it is going to be really hard to get anything. Yes, and I'm also looking to move clubs as soon as I can to get somewhere where we're more likely to be able to do what our final job is, which is to win the league. And remember, we can only move to clubs starting with a letter that we've unlocked, and we can unlock letters. We started off with just A, clubs were just starting with A, but then we can unlock letters by winning cups and getting promoted. And we have so far got promoted 6 times across the 9 clubs that we've managed, and that has opened up all the way from A to G. So we're able to go to, there's no G's actually here, so I think Fulham aren't actually in this division. So E is Everton there. So there's certainly a few clubs that we could take charge of based on the rules, but it's always a bit more tricky. We've had a lot of job offers from international teams. I didn't really know whether to do that or not, but decided against it in the end. But let me know your thoughts on that. Obviously, same rules would apply. So we've got promoted. Let's have a look at the transfers we've done, because we've obviously going to have made some big changes, and we've been forced into some of these changes. So looking at players who have left the club, Aaron Land and Adam Flint, 2 absolute gods of the save. On the promotion season, they have decided to retire. Both of whom were central midfielders. Both of whom were super important players for us. Jim Boyle as well, Zeke Ferrer. Well, Jim Boyle was a decent player, wasn't he? He did well. Ferrer, less so. Briscoe, N-Cube, never quite got as far as we hoped. What about other players going out? Well, you can see Ricky Light, the goalkeeper, he has gone to St Mirren on a free. Dumbia to Trabzonspor. I was hoping he could actually get somewhere, and then we've got a bunch of players out on loan. But who have we bought in? And you can see we got about £47 million in transfer budget. We've moved a little bit that over to wages, and this is what we've done. So Gordon Asgar, who is a centre-back that we had at the club previously, very good player, and did really well on loan last season. 41 appearances, 7.12 average rating. So we've signed him in. It's probably our second biggest signing, but I felt we needed some solidity at the back, and I think Gordon will provide that. Ruben Costa has come from Porto, and he is someone we had at the club before. He's all about the pace, and was a decent striker for us, scoring 12 goals in 27 appearances before Porto recalled him. Also signing Dane Huxley, who is another striker. This guy's got a heap of pace and acceleration, so I'm hoping to use that as well as that dribbling and technique. You feel you might have someone quite good there to bring on. James Taylor is someone at the back, and we really did need this at the back. He's going to be playing today because we've got a few injuries back there. On a free, now worth between 12.5 and £60 million, but I think he looks a solid player. Certainly I like that aggression and decision making in a centre-back, particularly when he's got reasonable tackling and positioning and all those other stats. I think he looks very strong actually. Damien Lorek is our right back. We brought in, he is a loanee from Arsenal. Looks of the business, not really played much at all for Arsenal, but he came to them from Lech. They paid virtually nothing, and he's had loans out to Palace in the Championship 6.78 and a loan to Sporting Lisbon as well. So he certainly had a few games in important matches. And we've also brought in Alexander Suarez, who can play all the way down the right side from Manchester City, another really good looking player. So along with Leo, we've got a real good strength down that right side. Zeke Belford is a goalkeeper to replace Ricky Light, and this is the guy we brought in to hopefully make that midfield his own. We were lacking a little bit in someone really good in that central midfield, and I think we found our player here. So we've spent a little bit of money here, £12.25 million from Fulham in the Championship, but he scored 6 goals, 4 assists from a central midfield position last season in 42 appearances. I think he looks good. He's got Premier League experience with Leeds, quite a lot of Premier League experience, so that's going to be important. And then a couple of youngsters to bolster the squad. Richard Vines, I think he could develop into something quite spectacular, as you can see from Arsenal, and Tom Bescher, an American ball playing centre-back, essentially. I think he looks very good. Injured at the minute, unfortunately. He's got a broken lower leg, but it was what he could potentially bring, which was exciting. So we've taken a risk in signing him, but I think the player that he could be at the back, he's quite exciting. He can also play at right wing. He's got the attributes to do that. He's so comfortable on the ball, but the flair, the work rate, the bravery, the balance, all that sort of stuff is going to be so important for a player like that. So, I mean, all in all, I think the players we've brought in do kind of match the philosophy that we're doing, sort of short passing, tiki-taka type play, which we kind of gave a go with Coventry, and it's worked brilliantly well for the club. Pre-season, using these players has gone particularly well. I have no idea what on earth's gone on here, but we've taken wins over Le Havre, Celta Vigo, Sevilla and Torino, all of which were really good. Yes, we've conceded a few goals in there, and I think defensively we've got a little bit of work to do, but I'm pretty happy with that. The only loss coming against Real Hispalas, which I'm sure is got another name, and it's just it's one of those that they don't have the licenses for. But looking at the fixtures, it's actually quite a nice start for us. We could potentially get some points on the board in these first few games. Cardiff, Leeds, Sheffield United, Newcastle away, it's going to be tough, but then Everton, Wolves are a good side, but then we go into the hard ones, Arsenal, Chelsea, etc. So we've got a start that if we can get a few points there, that might really set us up. If we have a bad start, given this, we might be in all sorts of trouble. All the way through this, we are going to be looking at jobs, and there isn't any at the minute, but obviously if someone starts really poorly, we will be looking at replacing them, particularly if it is one of the likes of Chelsea perhaps, or the likes of Everton might be a nice move. Arsenal as well, Brighton we've gone in for before, and that would be a really nice one to go to, because they are a good side in this version of the game. What are we now, 2044? They're still a very good side, so maybe one of those teams might come in for us, might be interested, who knows. Right folks, let's get into it. We have a match to play. I'll show you what the team is. So we've got a little bit of an issue. We've got some injuries and suspensions to deal with, all of around the new players who've come in. Asgar, he's suspended from last season, got himself sent off. No, was it a yellow card? I can't remember. But he's not able to play today. And Costa is just coming back from an injury, and as I said, Bescher is recovering from a broken leg, but he's only got a few weeks to recover. So the team we're going with is Alan and Popovic is up top, Lawrence and Leo left and right, so it's pretty much what we had before. Then Reyes comes in alongside Alan. That's the big change there, and the back line looks quite different. Issa, Taylor, Haywood and Lorek, with Waters in goal. So not all wholesale changes. We've got the likes of Vines, Huxley, Suarez, on the bench. So we've got some of the new boys there. Let's see how we get on against Cardiff, who really haven't spent big. They haven't spent big and haven't lost many of their players either. So I'm not quite sure what Cardiff are going to turn up. I'm not sure what Coventry are going to turn up. This is certainly the biggest change that we've made to the Coventry team since we've been here. So this is the start of season 6 with Coventry, and they've got Horney up front. Nice. Let's see how we do. It's Peter Horney, isn't it? Yeah, I remember this guy. Oh dear. Right. Well, ball in. Well, I've just cleared it off the line. That's nicely done, and it goes out to Rizal. So it's a good start for them. But we're going to try and play the ball around the back. Here's Issa. Nicely into Alan. Into Issa. This is a good opening game. We've drawn against them twice last season. And it would be nice to get something against them here. Oh, Charlie Allen. If only he could finish the positions he finds himself in. He's quite brilliant. And I reckon he's still going to get 5 goals, even though he's in the Premier League. So, yeah, cleared it. And, yeah, really good chance there. Charlie Allen should have scored a goal, I think. Pedro Luis. He's going to be taking a free kick. Manchester City taking a lead over Blackburn. Just over the top there. Didn't really think that was going in. No one's really making a difference here. Looking at the players. Reyes looking a little bit tired, which is a mite of a worry. We don't want him to be one of those players who just gets tired all the time. Here's Allen into Leo. We're expecting big things from Leo this season. He's got to be one of the players to kind of stand up and be noted. Here's Charlie Allen. He's put that one away. The ball just fell to him. I think it was Lorick, was it? Or Popovic? Lorick's ball in, but then it was Popovic who decided not to head the ball, I think, or just nudged the defender off it, and it just found its way through to Charlie Allen. Yeah, he does well there. Occupies 2 defenders, and Allen finishes well. So he's played 1, scored 1, and we are 1-0 up. That is what we like to see, folks. Well, we're 3rd in the league currently. That feels good. Here's Issa down the left side. And Taylor picking it up. Reyes, ball through. And Popovic can't get onto that. So he's 33 years old now, which is a concern. But, oh, lovely 1-2 there to Dion Dublin's love child there. And it's a good hit, but straight at the goalkeeper. Oh, it's not a bad match, this. We're certainly in it. We've got that lead. We've got players that we can potentially bring on off the bench. Well, good first half. We've not been brilliant, but we've actually got the better XG. Reyes is looking tired, which is a bit of a worry. Popovic is being quite ineffective, but that is often the case. We need to have a think about this. Do we need to bring anyone on? I don't think so just yet. We've got likes of Lunt who can come on for Reyes if he really can't make it. But happy enough with this at the minute. Here is Issa into Reyes. Ball in. That's frustrating. We didn't get hold of that, but Lawrence has picked it up. Leo's done brilliantly well. Come on, play the pass, mate. That was never on. Pedro Luis chips it in. And it's over. Peter Horney over the top. So a couple of change. Suarez coming on for his debut on the right side, and Huxley is coming on up front. The pacey forward. Maybe we'll get something out of this. Just a 2-star player, so our coaches don't really rate him, but feel he could create some chances. Here is Allen from the corner. We managed to... Suarez doesn't quite get there. And they just go long with that. Lorick is picking it up. The right back. It's a solid opening performance from Lorick. But here's Hayward, done well. Picked it up. And they've gone along with that. Lawrence, who I hope again got big hopes for this season. Oh, it's off the line. How did that not go in? Charlie Allen, I swear he played it over the goalkeeper and it didn't go in. Unbelievable stuff. And we've cleared it. It's end-to-end stuff at the minute. And they've gone right back at us. Here we go. Another clearance. It's going backs and forward. Right, I've got a bit of an injury, which has meant a surprise appearance for somebody, one of our favourites. Danny Barjones is coming on for the last 7 minutes. Unfortunately, an injury to Lawrence, a knee injury, has meant that he is not going to be able to play the full game. Whilst we're still waiting for players to come back, we do need... We are going to have to use the likes of Danny Barjones as and when we have to here. So we're going to go back on a balanced game. Can we finish this off? Can we see it out? I think we've still got subs to make. And we're just going to just put the time wasting up. We're going to take the tempo down a little bit. And looks like Ruben Reyes is going to come off. He is tired, and Lunt's going to come on right at the end of the game. Chance, maybe the last few kicks. Here's Danny Barjones was running near it. Here's Huxley. Oh, it was into Barjones. He was offside, so it's fine. You imagine the roar. He got us a Premier League goal. That would be something else. We can't concede at the end here. We absolutely can't. And there we go. We get a win away at Cardiff City. First game of the season. We created some good opportunities in that game, and I think a win is probably justified. They certainly came back into it towards the end, had a couple of chances, but didn't really create a fantastic chance at all. A little bit of a worry maybe with Lawrence getting an injury, and maybe it looks like we don't have the strength in depth at the minute. Not sure what to do about that. We don't really have the funds to bring in another player, but we'll have a look to see what we can do. But yeah, the likes of Lunt getting on the pitch. Oh dear me. But yeah, the likes of Danny Barjones getting on the pitch as well. Absolutely crazy. But we've got that victory, and he was part of it. So yeah, it's pleasing. We're back in we're in the Premier League. Coventry back in the Premier League after a long time. And we start with a victory. It could not be much better than that, folks, could it? So we find ourselves 4th in the league currently, which is very, very nice. Leeds, Man United and Brighton just ahead of us. Arsenal losing 3-1 in their match, which was a bit disastrous. But yeah, that was pretty much due to a sending off. But Charlie Allen getting the goal. Who would have seen that one coming? Spencer Lawrence is out for 6 to 8 days. That was the worry, and it doesn't look like it's too much of a difficult or bad injury, but he'll probably be missing the next match. Anyway, folks, that will do. We're going to play a few games forward. I think what we might do is come back perhaps for that game against Everton, and we'll see how things have started in the Premier League. Excited to see how this goes, because I have no idea quite what this Coventry City are capable of. But we are capable of getting a victory. We're a promoted side, and you know, this season in real life, the promoted sides have really struggled to pick up wins. So yeah, I'm happy to say that we have got that victory early doors, and I feel we've got an opportunity maybe to get 1 or 2 more in that. Potentially that game against Everton is another one we could get something out of, but we just need to keep the performances up and do our absolute best to cause trouble to those around us. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.